Charlie's Letters. Today I'll be reading letter 25. Some thoughts on marriage. One of my favorite letters. Proverbs 18:22. He who finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor from the Lord. If we go back to the first few chapters of Genesis, we see two very wrong choices men often make in their walk with God and in their marriage. In Genesis 3:6, we see Eve being tempted. Where's Adam? If you read the verse, you see he's right there. But instead of protecting her, he chooses to be passive and says nothing. After the sin is committed by both, who does Adam blame for the sin? Genesis 6:12 says he blamed God. At least two powerful lessons here. 1, be bold in the Lord and protect your wife. 2, assume responsibility when you have made the wrong choice. Confess it and walk with God. Right after I trusted Christ and became a believer, I was told that Tammy, my wife, and I should have a quiet time together. She had become a Christian a few months before I did, so I initiated a 6 a.m. Bible study with her. I found she had a hard time getting with it at that time of the day. She was not a morning person. I assumed she wasn't very spiritual. Years later, I was asked a question by a man at a men's retreat that I'd never heard before, which helped me to see a large part of our failed quiet time. His question was, how long after your wedding was it before you stopped making single decisions? I thought about that a lot before I answered, and a lot more since. I still make too many decisions that impact both of our lives without first conferring with her. But God is really working on this in my life. When I'm asking for forgiveness and at the same time giving reasons and or excuses for my behavior, I'm really not asking for forgiveness. Am I willing to give up my rights and just ask for forgiveness? God tells me dead men have no rights. Many of us still believe the lie that our wives and our family only need the resources we provide them. What they need more than resources is the security that we can bring into their lives by really being involved in their lives and being a godly husband and father. Your wife is a gift from God. Proverbs 14. God, thank you for a father who demonstrated this and lived it out.